I think the most fun that I had with this project was getting the chance to apply color to the illustration itself, coming up with different color combinations and ideas to make the illustration pop. I tended to gravitate towards color combinations that I enjoyed in general, and sometimes I would go towards color combinations I didn't normally like, such as blue and orange, purple and green. But when I did use them in the illustrations, I ended up liking them a lot and I kept them. The ones that I would keep would usually be the ones that ultimately made me feel something from the image. For my first image, I combined orange and blue to create what I call dryness. Um, because this image reminds me a lot of Arizona with its bright blue skies and its red rocky formations in the desert. For my second image, I used analogous colors of blue to create a calming image, and I would name this one Frozen or Isolation. For my third image, I combined red, orange, and yellow to create Inferno. Um, it makes me feel hot, like I'm in a furnace, and I get this sense of immense fury from this image. For my fourth image, I chose purple and green, but toned them down to pastel colors and named it Whimsical. It makes it feel very otherworldly and very light and fluffy feeling, almost childlike, um, very childlike colors. For my fifth illustration, I did another analogous colors scheme with red, creating an apocalypse, basically. This sense of doom and anxiousness and feeling terrified of the world around you. And for my sixth image, I combined purples and blues and a little bit of a gradient of those colors to create Midnight. Uh, this image makes me feel anxious, but also very curious, which the night tends to do because when you're in the dark, you do feel nervous and anxious because you can't sense what's out there in the world. But when you look up at the stars, you sort of feel this sense of curiosity and amazement of the world around you. In the end, I found this project to be very helpful in terms of using color and using color to enact some kind of mood or emotion within the viewer. And I found that what I came to learn from it was that the way that we use colors in illustrations and in design, where we place colors in illustrations and in design, really does make a difference in the impact that you're trying to make on the viewer. And if you do it wrong or it doesn't look right, your viewer is going to see that and you're going to see that. And especially if you're trying to create some sort of emotion, depending on the kind of colors that you use and how much of that color you use and where you place it is going to affect the image overall.